Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. 3KO Games here because the hero coach is here. Very exciting. Take a look at Tarlac flexing his muscles. Just doing one exercise. He doesn't do any other exercises. Just the one-sided dumbbell bicep curl. If you have been living under a rock or maybe are new to the game, Hero Coach allows you to level up a 5-star hero. You already have them, you just haven't leveled them up. Whether they are brand new at 1-1 or all the way to double limit broken 485, you can finish them all the way to 490, full double limit breaking. It does not give you the emblems though. They just have to be at least 2 years old, and you need to exchange this for some gems. If they are at 1-1, that's going to cost, let's find somebody at 1-1 here. Motega, I'm not going to train him. That costs 1,000 gems from 1-1 all the way up. If I've got somebody already single limit broken, Goretooth, and maybe I just want to do the double limit break, that costs 18 gems. Almost nothing. The sweet spot is in finding somebody, I think that's at like 370, like my Diao-chan, that 370, and that's about 300 gems or so to get all the way to the, you get that, you save on all the materials to get to them to the 4th stripe, and then you save on all of the ethers and alpha ethers to get them all the way to 490, 334 gems from 370 all the way up to 490. So it's a pretty great opportunity, even for the cheaper to play people and even free to play people. You've probably got some gems saved up, and it is definitely worth it. I thought we'd just take a look quickly at what heroes are available, how you should make this decision. One of the things I would consider, everybody, is really think about who's going to see some time on your war teams. Who's going to make an impact for you? When we do soul exchange, honestly, I notice a lot of the upper players get somebody, but they never get leveled. They, you just clear out roster space, fine, and here's another hero to kind of sit around. But you're going to sink these gems in, get them all the way to fully double limit broken. Hopefully this is somebody that's going to make an impact for your team. Another thing you could consider is that since you don't get any emblems with this process, what emblems do you have a lot of? Emblems and master emblems if you want to go all the way that way. There are lots of great heroes available, some of them with no costume at all. So you will level up the initial version and be ready for action. Most of these heroes are outdated in stats, but with the particular special skills they have, they might still be worth it. And I'm going to mention a few here, like Phantom of the Opera, if you are still sitting on him and just never finished leveling him up. The ballad that he casts dispels buffs and dances that are even undispellable. His stats are low. He won't survive all the time. But if you are facing a whole lot of Gurik tanks and can't seem to get through, Phantom of the Opera is going to take the Slime Revive status away from 3. Could be an option for you. No costume there, just level up the hero and you're done. There are other heroes like, they are so unique that they're, even despite their low stats, they might be interesting to you, like all of our Bernadette counters. Oni Wakabaru is available in Hero Coach. He's pretty old. Yes, the stats are so old, but when Bernadette tries to dispel everything and then turn everybody into a painting, he says, no, my taunt is undispellable. So he is worth it. Kushanku, great, super fast, speed, mindless attack hero. No costume there. But in 5 tiles, 2 tile matches, you can give Mindless Attack to Bernadette or anybody else you're having a hard time with. And then Aramis. Aramis was in Faded Summons not too long ago. Is he still in Faded Summons? He might be. A favorite hero of a lot of people for a long time. And he has that undispellable ailment immunity. So if you are still facing a whole lot of Bernadette tanks, he doesn't have a costume. He won't survive everything. But he'll probably survive 1 round of attacks. And if you can get his undispellable ailment immunity for the whole team up, you will survive at least 1 Bernadette hit. So there's a thing. Who else might you be facing? You might be facing all these vegetables. And there are 2 heroes out there that are old enough that you can train them up in Hero Coach. Arco is a wonderful old gargoyle healer that also turns all fiends into minions. I used to struggle against Arco a lot. Again, stats are old. Will he survive everything? No. But a few of those rounds of vegetable passives, just giving you all of those fiends all over the place, he can wipe them right away and turn them into minions for you. Another similar hero is the Fiend Destroyer healer Esme. Again, stats are low. But she wipes out all fiends and then heals. Unfortunately, it's a fixed number health boost. It's pretty low, but you're still going to get rid of those fiends. So those are some specific ideas. Also, just released in the Hero Coach are some of the first rounds of goblins that are available in Hero Coach. Not every goblin, but Darkfeather's there. Darkfeather's still a great healer, and with that growth and extra hit, pretty great. Deadboot with the Wither and stealing some buffs. He's all right. Smart Tongue gets great Wither and defense down against special skills. And then I think Kettle's also available, but please don't waste your gems on Kettle. Unless, I don't know. If some of you are like, I'm fine, my roster's good, but you know what? I've always been curious about this hero. I've kind of always wanted to level him up, but I just never have. You could just use this for that. Like, I always thought it would be fun to just have Kettle and actually use him. You know, you do you. Why not? Kettle's a horrible hero, but go for it. A couple other just singular heroes that you might consider. Gelach from the Construct family used to be really, really good. He's way outdated now, but he still hits pretty hard. And with those fiends where he steals mana from the opponents, he actually charges up real fast. It's a pretty good hero yet. Phenexa, healer. Nobody does that crit chance up, attack up like Phenexa does. I use her on my Red Titan team with Li Kui, and so his crit chance is like at 90%. So almost every hit he does is a critical attack, and it's pretty awesome. Blossom is another good healer. Yes, the stats are outdated, and she will probably die, but like she can still heal based on a percentage, and that percentage will keep going up. I mean, the percentage doesn't go up, but the amount actually will keep going up as long as heroes' HPs go up, right? And with that construct core, that healing core, she can heal a whole lot. So, no costume options. Another idea, if you have any Season 1 heroes with Toon or Glass costumes, some of them are available right now in the Costume Outfitter. If you have the rest of their costumes, you only get the costume that is the oldest that you don't have. But Aslar has a Toon costume available in Outfitter, and Costume Outfitter is available next month. So you could do a 1-2 punch here, level up that original hero, and then next month grab their costume and go the rest of the way. right? So the toons that have the costumes available next month, Aslar, Domitia, Elkanon, June, Kagan, Leonidas. We just go through the whole list. So this would be a really long video if I went in depth. Liana, Marjana, Obakan. I think Obakan is one of those toons that was really good as an original hero, or I should say as like a first costume. Costume 2, Obakan was great. The toon, not so much. Richard, Sartana, Vivica, they are great toon heroes. Or if the toon costume isn't available in Outfitter yet, but you already have it and maybe you want a second copy, why not? I have weak blues. So last Hero Coach, I had a second Thorn that I was just sitting there. I had one Thorn toon at LB1, so I thought, well, just let's do this other one. And I don't regret it for a minute. I use double Thorn on a war team almost every war, and it's pretty great. Yes, then you still have to level up the rest of those costumes, and it takes a while. But if you've leveled up the original card, it saves a whole lot of time. All those toons, always a good option in Hero Coach. There are a number of great heroes available with costumes now in the Outfitter. I want to give a special shout out to a lot of our Season 5 Dunes heroes. This includes Anubis, who was available in Soul Exchange just a little while ago. His costume is available in the Outfitter next month. Hedafiris, great healer, also available in the Outfitter next month. Ma'at, who is also available in Soul Exchange, costume available in the Outfitter. Cleopatra is a maybe. Depending upon when they exactly start the costume Outfitter and when they say the cutoff is, it'll be just about a year and a half when Visiting Outfitter comes around again after her costume came out. So maybe it'll be available next time. I think she's a fantastic healer. Or might be a little time after that. Some other costumes that are available in the Outfitter this coming month. So if you can coach them up, if you're sitting on them not fully leveled, Hulda and Xenolpod, both in Faded Summons, costumes are available. Also have to just give a shout out because every time between Hero Coach and Visiting Outfitter, costume for Guardian Gazelle and Lord Loki, those two remain to be unique, special, important heroes, even though their stats are so low. So if you still don't have those, I would encourage you to think about it. Final category here that I would think about is, and not everybody has this, right? This whole Hero Coach thing is so individual. Here I am rattling off a bunch of heroes, but it really just depends on who the heck's in your roster. But I would just say if you lucked out with an older hero and you suddenly pulled their new costume, this goes for the Starfall family like Eora and Fluffy. This goes for the Magic family like Agrafina and Milena. This goes with a lot of the War of Three Kingdoms heroes that got costumes. Those costumes are still pretty great. You can't get them from Outfitter yet, and you won't be able to for a while. But if you already have them and you just haven't leveled up the hero, this is a great opportunity to do that. So like I said, everybody, this is really a very individual thing. It depends on who you have in your roster. So if you are trying to decide and stuck between a couple choices, feel free to drop a comment in the boxes below. I would be glad to jump in and give you my opinion, and I'm sure some of the other viewers will give you their opinion as well. I'm also trying to make my decision up, so let's go in and take a look at my roster of heroes that are not fully leveled to 490 of my 5 stars. A lot of these show a double limit broken stripe, but are not at 90, and that's because I don't want to bring the original to 90. Like Domitia and Obakan, I double limit broke the costumes that I wanted, and I double limit broke the original to get there, but I'm not going to spend Hero Coach or anything else to get that level actually up to 90. Going further, Ludwig is always a consideration. I never limit broke him, and I could for 37 gems. It's like basically nothing. Get him maxed out. He is very strong, still with his old stats in certain situations. Yeah, let's keep going here. One of my strongest considerations here is Diao Chan. I had her at 370 because I pulled her way after she was fashionable in the original form. And then just during the last War of Three Kingdoms with the red lucky summon, I pulled Diao Chan's costume. So for 334 gems, I've got both sides up to 370. So I could totally max out her original side and then do 2 levels on the, or the, I could do the rest on the costume side. That is a strong contender for me. Agrafina, I don't have the costume for. Anubis, I don't know what I did with the costume side, if anything yet. I pulled Anubis from Soul Exchange and do have the costume. I love playing with Greed with the one slime hero that I have, Gold Drip, who does Greed. Purple hero doing Greed against Gurik would be really, really handy. So he's another one I'm considering. Anubis, Diao Chan, Bastet, don't have the costume. Aramis, I had mentioned before, but I think I've got other stronger candidates. There's the other Diao Chan I got in red, in the red lucky summon. Hulda, Xenolpod, I mentioned those. Guardian Panther, I don't like. Lepiota too, I don't have the costumes for any of those. I have to pull those as well. Yellows, Cleopatra is only limit broken once, and I actually have a second copy. So I could leave this limit broken once and level up the second copy all the way up. She's very, very good. She's another strong consideration. I could always use another good healer. Going further down, probably not a lot of these people. Yeah. Head of Furies is another that I only limit broke once. Could go to limit break twice, or I could actually go and find the other copy that I got and take it all the way. Who else is in here? Thorn, I already have one double limit broken Toon Thorn and one single limit broken Thorn. That's enough. No. Richard, maybe, if I don't want to spend the time to get him all the way to double limit break. Although the thing about Hero Coach is that it completes double limit break all the way to 90. If you only want the Toon, you just have to spend the ethers to double limit break him, but then not the rest of the materials to get him to 90, because you're just going to use those materials to get the costume to 90. So I'm waiting for the next visiting outfitter because I have all the rest of his costume, but not the Toon. And going further on down, a second copy of Guardian Hippo. I'm not going to do it. Esme heals and gets rid of those fiends. Could be interesting. Let's keep going through. Liana. I have a second copy of Liana. I have the first one maxed out already. Not as many options here in green that I'm really considering. Smart Tongue could be interesting. My green Titan team is horrible, and doing that Wither and defense down against special skills could be really useful in that situation. But I don't know if that's the time. Smart Tongue is somebody I'm considering at least a little bit. Yeah, and now we get down a little bit lower, and I don't really know. Guan Yu, I pulled a while ago, have the costume, didn't do anything with it. So that might be one of these upcoming hero coaches that I just say, you know what, there you go. Guan Yu, now I can use him. And going down through my reds, yeah, I'm not sure if there's anybody I'm really considering here in red that much. I might consider somebody that I've always meant to get ready to play with and just have never used them. Cardinal Richelieu is still an interesting, fun hero. His stats are outdated. Just blow the hero coach opportunity on that, and then you've got him. Alucard, I pulled with costume last year and never did anything with him. I think those Halloween costumes, or Halloween heroes, Morlovia heroes, are getting another big stat boost this year. So he'll be relevant again, at least in the minion meta, which sort of exists, but not really. And then these are all double limit broken heroes that are older. So those are my thoughts. I don't know. I think the strongest options are Diao Chan and Anubis and second Cleopatra. And when it comes right down to it, I've wanted Diao Chan for a whole lot of time. I could use another healer. The minion thing will not totally protect against the vegetables, but they will to a point, because you get enough minions and it kind of bounces the vegetables out. And on top of that, she just steals buffs, and she's just a really good healer. Not current enough to really replace anybody on my defense team, but Diao Chan is my top choice. So I'm going to make that choice, everybody. 334 gems. I'm going to double limit break the original, and then I just need to finish up the costume. Yes. Did it. There we go, everybody. Leave a comment below what you think about this choice, and if you are having some troubles just narrowing down your choice. I thank you so much for watching the video today, and I will see you next time.